James Lund, and thank you for joining me at my tasting table today. I do appreciate it. This wine is next. Smith-Madrone, Spring Mountain District, Cabernet Sauvignon, 2018 vintage. Stay tuned, and I'll give you my thoughts, perspectives, and point score on this wine. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And please give a like. Lovely, lovely, elegant, beautiful wine. And I'm enjoying this in a very large, voluminous glass. In fact, this can fit 2 1/4 bottles. And not that I'm going to put 2 1/4 bottles in my wine glass, but to smell the wine and have a nice basin to let the experience unfold. So I've seen many a stemware setting where the stemware was so meek and it really didn't allow the experience to smell and appreciate the wine. So I do that for me and my guests, family and friends, to enjoy a fantastic bottle of wine. This is a lovely producer. I've tasted these wines for years. I'll place a playlist right up here, Smith-Madrone and their house of Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, and Riesling. So let me show you the front label, a very time-honored design, and here is a back label. It's a sterling beautiful producer, and it's dry farmed. So what I enjoy about the authenticity of Smith-Madrone is that it's still family run, operated, and all the wine grapes are under their absolute impeccable care. And I think it's just so valuable to taste wines like this. So this wine is 86.5% Cabernet Sauvignon, 6% Merlot, 7.5% Cabernet Franc, 21 months in 50% New French Oak, 14.3% ABV, and the case production is 1,006 cases. This is produced end-to-end by Charlie Stewart and Sam Smith. Now this is a $62 price point wine. I think all their prices are outstanding, approachable, and high quality fruit. There's nothing you're lacking from this wine except a higher bottle price point. And there's just such I think an honesty from the Smith family in producing this wine and producing their wines over time. But I think it's just an outstanding producer. The site is beautiful. So here's a picture of the site itself. Putting foot on ground is fantastic. You see the beautiful hillside and very steep hillside. And so you get to experience that. And also a very nice come as you are experience. It does require reservation. I do recommend the visit because it is a really nice, authentic visit to a very authentic wine producer in Napa Valley. Now I'm going to talk first about the scent characterization, followed by the point score. Now the scent characterization, I'm getting a really outstanding characterization. Obviously the Cabernet Sauvignon is the lead partner. It is a Cabernet Sauvignon. The Bordeaux brethren definitely play a part in this wine as well. Now the nose is presenting cassis, black fruit notes, autumnal forest, bay leaf leather, and a bit of purple flower notation as well. Next is the palate characterization, followed by the point score. Wondrous acidity to this wine. It's going to age nicely and for a good period of time. I would say this is definitely going to be optimized in its drinking experience, at least for the next 10-15 years. And I'd love to taste it at a certain point in the future because I think this is absolutely fantastically beautiful today. I can imagine with a bit of age on it, it's going to be even more delightful. And this is one where sometimes people don't know really what aged wines taste like because they haven't had the exposure. One thing I recommend when you're visiting a winery is be sure to ask them, do you have any library wines you're pouring? I love to taste them. I love to get that experience. And more often than not, they're going to be really excited that you asked that question. And often producers do have a vintage wine or a library wine, and they're going to be happy to pour that because they would definitely like to obviously have you interested in their wines, but also show you the longevity of their wines. And there is a slight difference, obviously, between a current vintage wine, current release, versus one that's been aged for 10, 15 years. And sometimes, yes, they don't survive the journey. Oftentimes they do, and it depends on a lot of factors. So I don't think a winery is going to be pouring a library wine if it's undrinkable. So on this, I'm getting a wondrous acidity, black fruit, tart red fruit notes, as well as spiced violets and graphite notation. This wine is 96 points out of 100 points. Now this is a fantastic production of wines year over year, decade over decade, and they're the same 3 wines, and that's a good thing. And that shows that they have a commitment towards the varieties. They've felt it was not just a a great idea. It was a great idea that found a fantastic wine in a bottle. Now look down below, you'll see a link for this producer. You can order directly from states in the United States. You can receive wines from California. It is worth doing, and I would recommend this especially for the winter holiday meals, special meals ahead, and we're probably going to be a lot more celebratory this year than last year. A outstanding producer. I stand by every single review, and I love every single one of their wines. Thank you for watching. Stay connected. Support this channel by subscribing to it. Now be sure to additionally give a like to this channel, and I will see you in the next video review. In the meantime, a conversation, either questions and comments down below or in the social medias that I'm on that you're probably on as well, such as Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you for your support. I will see you very, very soon back at the tasting table. Santé.